Okay, it's Friday and it's the conversation here on Lagos Television. I am Abimbola Bello.
And I am Adebimpe Omotayo, TGIF.
Yeah, it is a beautiful Friday morning. I am Joy Olu. Welcome to the conversation.
Okay?
You know when I came in this morning, I said
you didn't want to
I wasn't going to say anything. And then you started. You see how we said earlier in the week that your mood affects us. And then you started. Abimbola.
Okay, so when you said you didn't want to talk, I said you should not
I
have
shouldn't
come.
have come.
It's not possible that you will be here and you will not talk. It's not possible. Okay, so, well, today it promises to be an exciting conversation with us here. Beautiful conversations we'll be having on the program today, and what a way to start the weekend. Hopefully we will set you on the right frame of mind for the weekend. I'm just going to throw a jab. We keep saying the country is not rosy, but then the parties won't stop. Do you have any this weekend?
Hey, this weekend, I'm going to shock everybody.
She's sleeping at home.
No party.
No party.
Okay, let me also shock everybody. She slept well yesterday and she still has a dick.
Do you know that?
Too much of enjoyment.
I read it somewhere a while ago that if you want to judge your sleep, when you sleep and you wake up and you find spittle on your mouth, when you so falala, it shows that you
had a
slept
sound
sleep. I know, right?
very, very well. Sound sleep.
Like you couldn't even keep your mouth shut.
You're not even conscious of your surroundings. So I slept
Very
well.
well. Okay, that's good. And you will sleep more since you do not have anywhere to go to this
As
weekend.
if I'm not watching movies.
No, I mean, that's relaxing. So
Yeah.
you probably just do your movie, you eat, you sleep, and you don't get to leave your house until Monday morning and you save fuel.
But is it possible?
That's
I want to talk about party.
Okay.
I'm supposed to go for a party in November.
you're planning already.
And then they sent me a message
That.
that I shouldn't bother to buy the Ashwebi again. Oh,
Why?
that they've stopped collecting money. I said, hey, is
And
it
they
a threat?
just saved you now.
Maybe you are saving my money. Maybe
But
you are
they didn't
saving.
say you should not come.
No, they didn't say, when I have IB. I
it's
will
even
go
good.
without the Ashwebi.
It's very good now.
They're
They
helping me
saved
to
you
say,
from
but,
the
but,
money.
do people do that really?
Maybe
Stop.
they do not
So,
have.
well, people do that for their own comfort.
And I'm sure she's listening. She's watching.
And please don't take it out on me. She asked me a question, whoever you are. So people do that for their comfort. Now, depending on where you're ordering your Ashwebi from, you have people who order, who do custom-made
Yeah.
Ashwebi. And for ease, to ensure that you all get your Ashwebi as at when due, they will stop collecting money so that production can commence and they can do all of the things that they need to do. Go and check it out. People will sell Ashwebi till the fortnight to the party.
What, are you saying
There will be
fortnight?
chaos.
Okay, chaos.
There will be
It's
chaos
true.
because
It's true.
you can't plan.
It's true. You can't
plan appropriately, especially if you also need to give very sophisticated souvenirs.
Souvenirs, so you have to collect
So
all the money.
that person, I'm sure that person will be, that party will be, you know.
She's my auntie.
Can I tag along?
The party
Okay.
She's my auntie. My
No,
mom.
she doesn't want stress for
Aburo.
herself. She really
Oh,
does
yeah,
not
ma
want stress
binu.
for
I
her.
want to buy.
Oh, she had to bring this on national TV. Please let her buy it.
Daddy, let me tell her, oh, come and binu. I still want to buy. I was waiting to collect salary. At the end of October.
I see why you were begging the governor yesterday to increase your money to go and buy
yes.
Ashwebi. You say you're not serious.
Please,
Okay.
funny?
I mean,
enjoy myself.
it's Friday. This is allowed. Let us also just let our heads down and, you know, just get ready for Friday. I mean, we are human too. We deserve some letting down. Okay.
Oh, yes.
Let's start the show and let's begin with our news points for today. Joy, let's do you the honors by starting from Lagos.
Okay, Lagos Assembly considers bill to abolish LCDAs, that is the local council development areas. The Lagos State House of Assembly is set to replace the existing 37 local council development areas in the state with area administrative councils. The 37 LCDAs were created by President Bola Tinubu in 2003 when he was governor of Lagos State. Each area administrative council shall now be funded by the local government area under which it falls. This is contained in a bill for a law to provide for local government system, establishment and administration, and to consolidate all laws on local government administration and connected purposes, which went through a public hearing on Thursday. The bill specifies that the system of local government will be controlled by democratic elections. According to the bill, there shall be 20 local government areas in the state as specified in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999. The bill is coming on the heels of the financial autonomy recently granted to the 774 local governments in the country by the Supreme Court, which specified that money will not be released to any local government which has no democratically elected executive members. The 20 local government councils shall have designated area administrative offices as listed in the first schedule to this law for effective and efficient local government administration in the state. There shall be 37 area administrative councils in the state, with the names specified in Schedule 11 of the Creation of Local Government Areas Amendment Law of 2004. It was added that each local government administration council shall be headed by an area administrative secretary who shall be appointed by the governor, subject to the confirmation of the House. Should I go further?
Okay, I think let's leave it there.
Yeah.
Let's leave it there.
But
I mean, let's quickly add here also that, you know, there was a public hearing yesterday, and the thrust of the public hearing really was on Local Government Administration Bill 2024, and All Joy read out, you know, will form part of the 2024 Local Government Administration Bill if it scales through all of the rights and, you know, in the House of Assembly, and then it will become a law. It is still a bill, and the first step is to hold a public hearing, to get a buy-in of stakeholders who are, of course, in the local government business. Whether this would scale through at the end of the day is another kettle of fish entirely, but this is, you know, a proposal by the State Assembly, and we probably just need to wait and see how this will pan out at the end of the day. But it's a proposal.
It is a proposal, and now Lagos is ready to have 20 local government councils.
Lagos has
We
always
already
had
have that.
20.
But
Yes.
they had to add more.
Yes,
with-
37
in form
local.
of LCDs, and now they'll become administrative councils.
I
so
think this needs
is
to be
Lagos now
thought through.
admitting that, you know, with the 37 LCDs, they were not abiding by the law of the federal government? Because why the change? Why now?
That's why I said it's a proposal. And this, if not handled properly, may also cause some chaos.
Yes.
And I do believe that Lagos leads, others follow. So Lagos needs to handle this particular issue with all seriousness, with all caution. And it should be about progress and not retrogression. So
Yes.
let's see how the lawmakers will break this as minute as possible to the stakeholders, because I really cannot understand how your council area or your council development area, which used to have a chairman, will now have
An administrative
secretary.
Yeah.
Again, it is somehow,
Just hope
Sha.
it will not hamper development.
It is somehow, Sha.
the grassroots.
Let's see how this will work at the end of the day. Adebimpe, let's take your story.
Okay, JAMB permits admission of candidates clocking 16 by August 2025. The Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAMB, has granted tertiary institutions in the country the permission to admit candidates who will be 16 years old by August 31, 2025. The board, in a letter to the institutions, said the effort is to ensure equity because those whose 2024 admission would last till August 2025 would not be unduly favored. Recall that the issue of the minimum age for admission in the nation's tertiary institutions was deliberated and decided on at the 2024 policy meeting to be 16 years old for the 2024/2025 academic session. Subsequently, the cutoff date was put as December 31, 2024.
Well,
So, you know, so even if you're born in the same year, even if you're born after August, you know you're not 16.
Yeah.
What happens?
No, so I think this it's probably so if you
Like they do in the abroad.
yes, like they do in
Like
the
they do in the abroad.
you'd have to wait till
You
the
have
next
to wait.
year.
Yeah.
But I think here would be the fact that perhaps that 18-year-old law will now take effect from 2026.
26. Yes, I think they're trying to
So
you know,
that
level-
there is
yeah.
a level playing field,
yeah.
ground. So we have people who've written some of those exams and they will be due for admission in the next academic year. So now they have cleared the way for those people who will turn 16 by August to be eligible for admission. But again, just like you rightly raised, we know that if you were born after September, in places like the UK, you cannot get into school that academic year. You would have to wait till next year. But I think I don't know how this will pan out. But at the end of the day, I think it's just going to be, if it is well structured, if it is well spelled out, you automatically know
then you can
that
plan.
you can plan, and
yes.
then if you can then do your gap year.
Your gap year.
You can use your gap year for something else. You can use your gap year for a skill.
Yeah.
You can use your gap year.
Very important.
That's what I
Yeah,
just
you
said,
can use your gap year for anything. So it happens, you know, and that's why we've talked about this, that in developed world countries, especially in the US, you cannot do medicine if you do not have a first degree in something, or if you haven't clocked 23, 24. Medicine cannot be your first degree.
Go and do something else.
You have to do something else, and then you can't even specialize until you're in a particular year. So I think they're also trying to say how the structure can accommodate everyone and not leave everyone behind. So it's not going to be a case of I didn't get admission because I'm turning 16. So now there is time. If you leave secondary school at 15, then you can use that your gap year for something else. And I think now, I mean, there's so many things to do now. The tech space at the moment is one place that a lot of young people are also harnessing their talent. So you can actually use a one year, your gap year, to also get some skills, relevant skills at that. So now that they've written to the schools, we do hope that they would now in turn find how this can work and not deny anybody admission based on their age. So I think that's it. Let's take the final news point today. Flooding relocates from river banks, FG warns Nigerians. The Nigeria Hydrological Service Agency, NRHSA, has advised Nigerians living around river banks along the River Benue Basin to quickly move to safer grounds. Director General of the agency, Omar Mohammed, who gave the warning in a statement, said water on the River Benue has reached the flooding level due to increased rainfall. He also urged those along the River Niger to move to a safe location, saying the management of Kainji and Jeba dams were working to control the water floods. The NIHSA boss urged Nigerians to cooperate with the emergency management agencies and work together to build resilience against flooding in Nigeria and minimize the effects of the flood. Recently, the government warned Nigerians to relocate to safe grounds after the release of water from the Lagdo Dam in Cameroon. Well, year in, year out, we have these warnings, and of course, this is coming again. And I'm sure that we cannot continue to ask this question enough. When you ask them to relocate, where are they going to? But then again,
would they rather stay
and get consumed
and
by
get
the flood?
consumed you know. So they just have to do what they have to do. I'm not saying that federal government too shouldn't put some measures in place for them, but
Perhaps that's where NEMA will also come in and perhaps make some arrangements, contingency funds, like they say, and then maybe just give them something, maybe to either erect makeshifts on safer grounds, or because who rents, which house will they rent?
Where is the money to rent?
For how many weeks?
People are looking for money to feed.
It's usually not as easy as it seems, but they've been warned. So if anything happens, that's what government will say, but we warned you. All right, those are our news points for today. Let's go to the X platform to take a look at what's trending this morning. And one of the trending news in Nigeria today is the release of a new song, Piece of My Heart, by Wizkid. And of course, this is a collaboration with Brent. Brent, is it KZ or Jay-Z? Brent, what now? Okay. Why is this trending though?
No.
Because it's Wizkid.
Because it's
or is Wiz what?
Oh,
What's his
Big
new
Wiz.
name?
Big Wiz.
Big Wiz. Okay, Brent.
Yeah, and you know he's been having a go at you know what's the other guy's name?
Davido.
Davido.
And you know, a lot of people have said that, look, it is when he wants to release
An album.
an album.
So it's always a stunt.
a stunt, yes. Yeah, I've listened to some of it.
So you did.
I haven't listened to any of it.
I've listened to the one that I was dancing to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
In your head.
I really danced.
No,
You
okay.
I really danced to it.
Now I know why you have a headache.
Thank you.
See, you are coming up with it.
Really nice song. Really
Ah,
nice
okay.
song. Yeah,
Okay.
very.
Okay, that's
Alujo
amazing.
song.
So, of
But
course,
not the piece of my heart, though.
not the piece of my heart.
piece of my
Okay,
heart.
another one.
Another
okay.
one, yeah.
Okay, so you can take a listen to the album, but of course, it is Piece of My Heart. Adebimpe says she's listened to one. Me, maybe it is when this album is 6 months old that I'll get.
But Big Wiz will always trend.
Well, Big Wiz.
I want
will
to start
always trend.
something. Big Wiz or Davido, which one?
You
For
cannot win with me.
Big Wiz or Davido?
With who? Me?
Eh.
Ní ojú ẹlẹ́gbà o.
Hey,
Eh.
you know my story.
Look at you.
I that studio.
I like Davido.
Okay, we are not about to start a war in the studio this morning.
I'm a Davido.
I like Davido.
I'm not even there. Okay, see them all. They said they are Davido.
Davido.
Me, I am fanless.
I'm a Big Wiz FC. Davido.
All right. Of course, you can go on the X platform and take a further read on why this is trending, as well as many other stories on that platform. We'll take a quick break. When the conversation returns, part 1 of a conversation will be on the side of the table. And guess what we're talking about today? Is it an art? Today, we're looking at DJing, disc jockeying, and a lot of Joy and I were talking about this morning. I said, I don't know where this conversation is going to take me today. But then she said something fantastic. It is an art that has evolved over the years. And now, young people are going into the act and the art of DJing, and they're bringing in the mullah.
They're cashing out.
Okay, they're
Some
cashing
other
out.
people are still, who have been in the business of DJing, are still in it, and they're still cashing out.
Yes, and so that's why we need to talk about it. What makes it tick? Why? I mean, DJ Kupi. So, and you have a lot of young girls who are also. No, I agree that she's a Mobabolo, but she's also having a go at this particular.
And we have women who are
Yes,
female
we have a lot of female DJs now, and unlike before that there were very few. And if you know, I think if for nothing, the station that made the DJing popular when we were growing up was OGBC.
OGBC.
Give it or take it. OGBC. Ah.
Was it OGBC?
Yes.
Yeah, OGBC, that
It was
radio
OGBC.
station.
It was OGBC.
With Shell,
Yes.
Shell,
When the likes of Shai
Shilon.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll be back.